Hello, 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 everyone. What is going on? James here. And today I just want to talk about a situation, a weird trend that's going on. Let's just take it from the top. Basically, George, George on the podcast, he was saying to me and the rest of the squad in the group chat how at a cinema he went to watch Minions, and then a bunch of people were in the theatre and they were just going, yeah, 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 woo, way. Obviously, a lot louder than that, but really, really loud and disruptive, just being like, yes, yes. Apparently, just cheering, from what George is telling me, cheering throughout the whole film, the whole duration of the film. Like, they might take breaks here and there, but they were cheering a lot. So, initially, I thought, well, and this is a cinema that George has defended a crap ton. He said it's the best cinema ever, sentimental, 10 out of 10, greatest cinema experience of his life, all that jazz. And then he left him a bad review, and he did try and get the staff to come and tell the teenagers to be quiet, but the staff did nothing, which is a bit daft in my opinion. You should try and sort these issues out if you can. As you're the staff, it's your responsibility. So I do feel bad for George in that regard. Anyway, me and Aaron, we were thinking to ourselves, well, this sounds a bit far-fetched. It sounds very silly and over the top. At the end of the day, if there were people shouting really loud and cheering throughout the whole thing, maybe it was a bunch of residents from a support home going out and enjoying themselves for the day. Maybe the support home took them out to watch Minions and they were just cheering because it's just they might not be able to help how they feel about the Minions film. They could just be cheering because of their, learning difficulties or whatever else they have going on, whatever else they were born with, that could be the reason that they were shouting and cheering. And that could be why the Odeon cinema didn't want to do anything. That could be why the cinema didn't want to do anything. So that's what we thought. And George was like, no, they're not support people. They're just citizens who aren't in support homes. They're just your average Joe, and they just went in suits and they were screaming and cheering throughout the whole thing. And me and Aaron thought, yeah, George has probably got it wrong or he's missed something out here because this can't be true. Anyway, both Aaron and myself apologise to George because there's been a trend going around where people in suits go into the cinema and cheer and go, way, way, way. I'm not sure if they did it throughout the whole film, like George is saying, because from what I don't use TikTok that much unless it's just for a funny random video that I watch or something like that. But enough about that. Looked up Minions, suits, whatever for the cinema. And I saw it, loads of people, big squads of people going in cinemas, and they're just going, yeah, yeah, woo, hey, hey, while the Minions is on. And I was like, damn. So I can't imagine them doing this throughout the whole film. But I mean, all we're getting is the TikTok perspective in that regard, which is short clips, short videos. So maybe they are doing it throughout the whole film. But I mean, first off, on these people in suits on their end, what a waste of time. Like, spending money. I mean, cinema ticket prices at certain cinemas are ridiculous. So wasting money to go and see Minions, which I'm not being funny, if you are going to go and see an animated film, like the thing is, I'm not trying to put people who watch Minions down. Don't get it like that. If you're a grown man or a grown woman and you like to go and watch Minions and it's not for your kid or whatever, or it's just for you, you're going. It's fair game, but I do think to myself, like, I don't mind people watching animated films. That's all well and good. That's fine. But Minions is sort of like bottom of the barrel stuff, So I just feel like that's such a waste. And also screaming and shouting, it ruins it for the little kids and the families and, whatever. It ruins it for them. That's not cool. That's disgusting behavior. Cinemas are banning these people now. Do I think there should, like, people in suits showing up in suits? Do I think they should be banned for that? I think you should let people go in, but if they start shouting, say you've got to leave, you keep being disruptive, you've got to leave. That's how I'd do it. If they wouldn't leave, call the police on them. Simple as that. That's what I'd do if I was them. Yeah, it is what it is. One last thing I just wanted to mention as well. People who say, oh, it's their money, they can do what they want, it's their money, and it's like they shouldn't be kicked out, it's their money, they shouldn't be criticised, it's their money, it's making the cinema money, blah, 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 making Illumination money. I know I mentioned that before, but like people who try and use that as an argument, it's their money, they can do what they want. I'm sorry, if you go into a Wetherspoons pub and you can buy all the Stellas you want, buy all the Wainwrights you want, go mental, buy loads of small glasses of wine, buy all of them as much as you want. And then if you go out running around naked, slamming tables and shouting and being disruptive, then you're going to get kicked out, aren't you, for being disruptive and shouting and ruining everyone's good time. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say anyway. Have a good one. See you. Laters.